Welcome to the DK His, as you know what we talking about. Welcome to the DK His, that's what we gonna run our mouth. Hey y'all, just a little disclaimer. Everything is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is alleged. I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving my thoughts, my opinions, predictions on what I think I see and know and hear. And I want you to do the same down in the comment section. So don't take everything too seriously, but only with a grain of salt, because we be shoving it up in this kitchen. And welcome, glad to have you. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe. And if you've been here a couple of times, we'd love to have you in the fam bam. All right, yes. So Erica Mena has moved on from Safaree. She kind of made it clear that she was done with that, on to better things. Like, she not worried about it. Same thing with Nicki or whatever. And I had posted a video that came out, and I said in the video that Amara was video recording, but no, I meant Shay. It looks like Shay was video recording, and she was like, oh, it's about to be a problem. Which I can see why it would be, but it really shouldn't be, because as far as we know, Erica had moved on. She done got money for spousal support. And in this world, like, people know everybody, and it's like, men's as short as a good men. I don't feel like her and Erica were just like besties, but then too, I don't remember. So I don't feel like she did anything wrong. Just because you're on a show with somebody doesn't mean that, nothing. So the reason I'm responding to this, because I did do a video on the whole situation of Safaree and Amara being supposedly together after him giving a gift to her twin girls of Rolex watches. And of course, they said that Erica wasn't too happy about it or whatever, and she said her piece. But the reason I'm responding is because somebody in my comment section, because that's how I interact with you guys, and I don't always speak to my comment section, but I felt the need, and somebody was like, well, how can you encourage this if you know how he was with Erica and how he was with Nicki? So I'm here to address that situation. We're here to talk about it and give you my honest opinion on how I feel about our Amara and Safaree and why I feel that way. So in all reality, I feel happy for them, and I really feel like they can be very, very successful. Period. Because one thing I will say is the dynamic with Safaree and Erica and the dynamic with Erica and Safaree and Nicki were totally different than with Safaree and Erica. That was the biggest piece, and I'm going to try to say that later on. But with Erica, her and Safaree sometimes bumped heads. It's just what it is. Now, some people would be like, well, bump heads, so what? Work that stuff ish out. And some people like, no. I'll try to work it out with the next person who I don't have to argue with every day. Some people are just like that. And with Nicki Minaj and Safaree, I feel like she kind of wore more of the pants, and he was really there trying to support her, opposed to her supporting him. But I feel like it was mutual respect in both their relationships. And this is just all my opinion, but I just don't feel like Erica or Nicki really cut for Safaree like that. I just feel like they was there for what he could do. He was an attractive guy, but to be honest, I really don't feel like they had that much respect for him. Meaning, like, Nicki told Safaree what to do. Bring me my bag, bring me this, or I need this, and don't do that. And I think and then Erica's, you know how Erica can be. She's very forceful, very aggressive, very masculine at times. And you saw how she chewed him up at the reunion. And you see how she chewed him up after their relationship ended. Which a lot of times people forget, when you say certain things, it's very, very hard to come back from that. Like, that's why it's best to keep your mouth shut, because once it's said, a lot of people will not look at you the same way. Now, everything I said is like my opinion, not saying that it's factual. Just keep that in mind. But on the outside looking in, I feel like they really didn't look at Safaree for his face value. I mean, despite being a hype man for Nicki, despite giving Erica 2 children, I feel like they still didn't appreciate Safaree. And I just feel like he was ready to just move on. I feel like in some point they could have got physical, maybe, and not from him. But I also feel like that he also could have been talked to very, very, very crazy. And I find that to be toxic. I wouldn't tell anybody to stay in a relationship like that. Now, not saying that's what happened, but that's just my interpretation of it, of why I'm cool with him and Amara. Now, don't get me wrong, Amara knows how to get with the guy and tell him how she feels and get with him. But unlike Erica and Nicki, I feel who I hopefully have moved on because it's been signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm yours. Oh, sorry. But just in case we're not, I feel like Amara really thinks Safaree is a good man. I really think Safaree is a good man. Despite the cheating, despite all this, I feel like he did it to prove a point to not play with him. And I don't really know what the situation really happened with him and Nicki. But Safaree is one to not be played with. Like, I'm kind of like this, but instead of verbally telling you what he's going to do, he's going to show you what he's going to do. You're not going to like, you talking crazy to him, you're not going to like him. If you're talking crazy, he's going to do something to piss you off. And I feel like that's what he was doing with Erica, but not because he didn't feel provoked. It was because he felt like he was provoked and he didn't say nothing. He just showed people how he get down, which I respect as a man trait, to not go back and forth with a woman if you don't have to, but also let her know you're still a man. You're going to do what you want to do and she's not controlling you. Because sometimes women don't know. Sometimes women have to be reminded because they're in their masculine role, their masculine agenda, and they're going to let you know what they can do. And you have to just let them know. And so I feel like a lot of things that was said in that relationship, he was just no coming back from those relationships. Even though I still said I still would have loved to see Nicki and Safaree come together after 10 years. But then too, if you break up after 10 years, then you pretty much know it's no coming back too. Because 10 years is a long time. You're either going to move forward or you're going to move back. And they weren't moving forward because some people, doesn't take them 10 years to know if a person is the one they want to spend the rest of their life with. But he also was there when Nicki was jumping off. So it may have been just bad timing. I don't know. So I can't really compare the relationship with Erica and Nicki with the same with Amara. Because I really feel like she really cares about his heart. She really cares about his feelings. She really cares about his well-being. She really cares if he is good. She really is able to submit to him as the woman and let him be the man. And I feel like that's what he's been looking for. For so long, I feel like people don't respect him as a man. And a couple of Erica's friends and different people just talk to him crazy because he's so soft-spoken. But at the same time, he's still a man. He's a great father. He's a great man. And he's shown that. The woman that he cares about, he bought watches for their birthday. Rolexes. So it's in him, but he has to have the right woman to bring that out of him. And I feel like he also said that she's been so supportive of him. She's been there for him. And I feel like that's what a good woman should be. And I feel like if he's able to step in and let her know that I accept you, I accept your kids, I accept your family, and I love them, and I love you for that, like, I'm here for it. It's no need to bash him for how he treated somebody else. Because, baby, believe me, I didn't respect my last relationship like I'm going to respect my next relationship, just because every relationship has different levels to it. It's like, oh, I'm here because, oh, I need a place to stay at the moment. Oh, I'm here because he cute, or he throw that down, or I want to have a family. Like, every relationship has different levels to it. We don't know why people jump into certain relationships. But the next relationship I'm in, I realized I didn't need a relationship. I just needed a relationship with myself. So that's why I know at the time I thought I needed a relationship. So I was just in them to be in them. So people grow past that. Now I know I'm in a relationship because I want to be in a relationship. So my next relationship is going to be my best relationship. And so every relationship cannot be judged on the past, because I'm not going to act the same because I matured. Like, you me 5 minutes ago is not me 10 seconds ago. Like, we're not even the same people. Like, we evolve per T. Because that's how I feel. It takes the right man to make a woman want to be submissive. It takes the right woman to make a man want to stop cheating. So it just is what it is. Maybe they weren't the right woman for Safaree. And maybe Safaree wasn't the right man for them women. Because in life, you really can have like one yin and yang. Everybody else is just a replica. So when you find that yin and yang, it's going to work. But if you don't, then it's going to look a mess in most cases. Well, as always, thank you for stopping by at His House for your alleged tea, entertainment, and gossip and predictions. And we will definitely have more So definitely come back and see us. And if you want to be notified, hit that bell and also subscribe, especially if you've been here before. Come back again and again. But subscribe and join the fam band. We'd love to have you. And if you liked anything that was said on today or even made you laugh, joke, think, ponder, make sure you hit that thumbs up or that like button, especially if you agree or disagree. And comment down below.